Hello, grade 8 and 9 students. It's teacher Jake here again with your weekly video about English language. So let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to talk about synonyms and antonyms. Synonym, antonym. So a synonym is two words that mean the same thing. For example, big and large are synonyms. They both mean big, okay? Antonyms are opposites. For example, big and small are antonyms. For example, I've got a few here. We've got fast, exciting, tall, cheap, and strong. So these are pretty easy. You should be able to work these out. Fast, what is the opposite of fast? Fast is slow. The opposite is slow. So next up, exciting. I want you to think about these. What do you think the opposite of exciting is? It is boring. Good. Next up, tall. The opposite of tall is short. Cheap. The opposite of cheap is expensive. And last of all, the opposite of strong is weak. Those are all antonyms. So why are antonyms useful? Why do we need to know what an antonym is? Well, antonyms are helpful when you're learning any language, because every language you always have opposites. You always have a black and a white, a happy, a sad. Every language will have opposites. It's a good technique to remember different words, new words. If you want to play any games where you have to remember new words and practice your English, antonyms are a good way to start. Next up, we have synonyms. Synonyms, two or more words that have the same meaning. I'm going to go for an example here, a nice easy example. Big. So I want you to think in your heads right now of any other words for big. So let's have a look. How many did you get? Well, these are what I got. These are the ones that I could think of in my head. I have giant, gigantic, enormous, massive, large, immense, colossal, huge, and gargantuan. There's quite a lot, and they all mean slightly different things, but they all mean big. Can be a bit boring, a bit plain. We can add some new exciting words just to make our English a bit more varied. It's an enormous pizza. That pizza is colossal. It's huge. So how does this help me? How does this help me learn the language? If I'm learning English, this is helpful because it gives us a range. We don't have to just say it is big. We could say it is enormous. They help us to express ideas clearly. So sometimes we have a very specific word we're looking for. Improve our fluency and understanding. So this is more about listening skills again. Somebody says, oh, it's huge, and you don't know what that word means, then you're not going to understand. So also, if I give you a writing assignment, if I say, write me one paragraph all about your house or your family, and you say, my house is big, my dad is tall, it's good. You'll probably get marks, but if you want to get the best grade possible, you should try to use new, different words. How do we do that? How do we improve our vocabulary? How do we learn more words? If you want to learn all of those words like gargantuan and enormous and massive, where can we find those words? We can find them in a dictionary, but it's much better to use a thesaurus. 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 What is a thesaurus? So it is not a dinosaur. No, a very confusing thing there. It's not a dinosaur. It sounds like a dinosaur, but it's not. It is a book. Some of you may have a thesaurus at home. It's like a dictionary, as I said before, but instead of having a meaning, telling me what the word means, it tells me synonyms. So another word that means the same thing. So if you don't have it at home, or you don't like going to the library, if you fall asleep when you read books, you can go online. You can use your phone or your laptop or a computer, and you can go to thesaurus.com. Here we see synonyms. We can choose to search by synonyms or definitions, okay? So synonyms is what we're after. Definitions is more a dictionary thing. So let's have a look. For example, the word big Wow. So you'll see in English, there are many, 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 many words for big. Got colossal, considerable, that's a good one, I didn't get that. Substantial, there we go, tremendous, vast. Now these all mean the same thing, big. So sometimes if you're writing an essay and you want to make it a bit more exciting, go to thesaurus.com, type in your word and choose something from the list. So let's review. Synonym, two different words, two or more different words that mean the same thing. Antonym, two words that mean the opposite. Thesaurus, like a dictionary, but only for synonyms. So this week, this is your challenge, your English challenge for the week. Here are some easy words. You should know all of these words. We have happy, good, big, fast, cute, friend, start, fun, and fine. These words I hear from students every day. I will say, how are you? I am fine. How are you? I am happy. Describe the dog. It is cute. So these words are good, but sometimes we want a bit more variety. I'll try and use a thesaurus to help you change your English and make it a bit more varied. So I want you to use the thesaurus to find some better words for these. So go to thesaurus.com or open up a book if you have one at home and look for these words. Use a thesaurus to find a synonym for each of these words. Then use these new words to write a paragraph in your notebook. A paragraph is about 5 sentences, okay? And then next week during our Zoom meeting, when you call up during my office hours, you can ask any questions, but also I would like to hear your paragraph. Read it to me. So make sure that you learn how to say the word as well as how to write it. And here are some links. This week I have a game for you, a game on this wonderful website here. This is going to be in the links in the description of the video. And it's a very simple game. All you have to do is find words that are the same as each other. And it's a card-looking game, so it's like a memory game. Ago and cold, no match. Okay. Brainy and clever. Great, so we got a match, and then we go for another one. Annoyed and icy. It's good practice. It will just help you develop your English vocabulary a bit and help you get some new words instead of those boring old words. Big, small, fast, slow. Try and change it up a bit, okay? This is a website that also has an app. I use it myself when I was learning German and Japanese, but you can also download the app. It's great fun. There's lots of games and prizes and rewards. So I really think you'd really enjoy that if you want to practice your English while school is closed. Another game. So this is a fun game for you. If you want to play this at home, you can play it on your phone or on a computer. The links will be in the description below the video. So this is called Wordorama. So the synonym for the word soiled, soiled. Now, soil, what does that mean? Soil is like mud. So does it mean happy, costly, sad, or dirty? I think I'm going to go with dirty. Okay, I find it something, but he thinks it's ugly. So this is not a synonym, this is an antonym. What is the opposite of ugly? I think here. Correct, okay. So that's another fun game about synonyms. A synonym for expensive, costly. Okay. Last of all, we have Thesaurus.com. We already saw this. Thesaurus.com, a great tool for if you want to practice learning and expanding your vocabulary. Having more words to use is always going to help you when listening or speaking. Next week on Friday, if you have any questions, please call up during my office hours from 9 a.m. till 9:45. I will be taking all kinds of questions. You can also read your paragraph aloud to me. You can tell me all about some words that you found, and we'll just have a conversation. So that's all for now. Thanks very much, grade 8 and 9. I will see you next week, and Have a good weekend. Bye bye.